Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back, baby! We're back on the channel, man. We got a new Kevin Lane today. Today's Kevin Lane. Match the real crime to the victim today. Victim, not.
Match the real crime out to the victim. This gonna be hard. Match the crime to the victim.
What if you was to be a victim, what would yours possibly be? I know what mine.
What?
Because I've been a victim of a crime before, but mine was just same shit I be on.
What?
Stealing.
You do not be stealing.
I used to. You know, it used to be a little.
So you said somebody would steal something from you?
I'm saying no. My car got broken into.
Oh.
I
Honestly,
was in Kroger grocery shopping. Y'all come out. My door open. Everything just my shit done been ransacked. My car smelled like straight smoke. I said, "What the?" I said, "You got the
cigarette the whole time."
I said, you got the audacity. You set your stanky ass in my car.
I don't know what. I honestly don't know.
But they also said 9 times out of 10, whoever it was, kind of stereotyped me.
Because of the type of car you had?
Yeah.
Thinking that you was going to have something in there?
Probably thought I was a dope boy.
I didn't have nothing.
Little junky ass folks.
But no, honestly, I don't know.
Y'all, Amazon, y'all some mother... They're supposed to be here... No. Amazon just pissed me off with that notification. My bad. You say you don't know?
I really don't, to be real.
I'm sorry. I threw it all off for Amazon. Amazon be bullshit,
When
bro.
was it supposed to be here?
Tomorrow. They talking about Tuesday.
Probably because of... Well, I don't know.
Hey, with that being said, man, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to further support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Liking it with a thumbs up.
And what you trying to come up with an excuse for him?
I'm not trying to come up with no excuse.
I know where the facility is. I would go and knock on the door.
Not knock on the door.
I ain't got my badge no more to go in. So.
Oh, gosh. Let's go.
Hey, let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can get it right today. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Kevin Lane Show. I'm your host, Kevin Lane, and today we're doing Guess the Victim. We have 5 people here.
What the?
Aaron.
Brittany, go sit your ass down.
It's time for me to tell my story.
Lick the back of his neck.
Aaron, what type of victim you is? No. Aaron, you're a victim.
Sit down. We have 5 people here, all claiming to be victims of a crime, but 4 of them are lying, and only 1 of them is telling the truth. And our job is to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth. We're gonna go in Kevin Lane Show fashion, off looks, who we think looks like a victim in the first round.
Y'all.
Who looks like a victim?
Y'all done made it worse now. Ain't nothing but a white person and a Chinese. Well, I don't know.
Just say Asian.
He's not Chinese. My bad. That was very disrespectful. Asian guy. I'm really trying to guess now what he possibly could be. Because, you know, we be doing these sometimes.
But it's going to be hard to match a crime to a victim. Anybody can be like a victim to something.
What you think he might be?
I don't know, babe. That's not
Is that rude, though?
Because some people do get mad when you miss, like, so that's not important. So just say Asian.
I was just finna go off height.
But, yeah, anyway. You throwing me off my train of thought.
But we got all white people and an Asian. That's messed up, bro. In L.A. Big U locked up now. We gotta work on some just
I'm crazy.
Who you considering just
I'm
off
gonna
looks?
have to know more. See, like,
Just
I need
off
some
looks,
names.
though.
I need to see how they talk. Off looks.
Anybody can be a victim.
Anybody can be.
What's the crime? All right, we gotta find
I need
out.
more information.
I gotta find out what's the crime.
Okay. So who here looks like...
That's fucked
This
up.
is crazy to say out loud. Who wrote
Right?
this video? Aaron, you want to start us off?
as our in-house victim, how do you feel?
Who do you see yourself in the most?
First of all, I don't ever want to be called the in-house victim because I am not a victim.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm a survivor.
Survivor.
That's right, Aaron.
Tom, let's do it on 3. It's obvious.
It is obvious.
Go ahead, count it down.
1, 2, 3. Number
3.
1. We both said 3. You said 1?
I'm gonna go 1.
Why 1?
Just a crime of fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Number 3, a crime of fashion.
Yeah.
He's a victimer.
These are victims.
Not the criminal.
Oh, okay.
Like, these are people who
He's
are
he's
victims.
a smooth criminal.
Yeah.
They were victims of a crime.
The crime is he let somebody else shop for him.
Okay.
Oh no.
I love it.
Denny, why do you think it's number 3?
Well, I think number
I like
3
it.
has such a delicate vibe to him. Like, he looks like the type of dude to be.
Cause
Nah, number 3 look like he could kiss some ass though. I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect, no stereotypical shit. He looks quiet, but you fuck with him, he will fuck you up. I swear. Bro, my taekwondo instructors back in the day, they were little, short Asian men. They were Korean, but they would kick your ass. They heads, bro. They would walk around head, but they boom. I was like, bro, your head too damn big for all that bullshit, and that bitch hurt.
I'm done, bro.
For real though, my shout out to my taekwondo instructors, but yeah, number 3 do look like he can whoop my ass though. Does he not? He looks quiet, but he look like he was. What you say? Look at him right now. See, look. He look like. Now what you say? All right, motherfucker, I will fuck you up.
Vibe to him. Like, he looks like the type of dude to be. It's taken advantage of. I don't know a better way to phrase this.
Number 3 is about to stab Denny in the parking lot.
He's got like such a delicate nature. I can't see him being the person to inflict any harm upon nobody, but he looks like something has happened to him.
I mean, I don't think any of them inflicted.
No.
something on anybody.
Well, no, number 1 is kind of giving me more criminal vibes.
Okay.
I'm with Aaron.
I can't see
tell
him do
right
some
now.
crime.
Yeah,
I literally can't tell.
Aaron, you got nobody?
No, nobody.
This is not how we supposed to do it, y'all. We are the world's best.
Lame.
You just come and you guess.
Can I be honest
Go.
with you? Denny, they look like indirect victims. Like, none of them even look like anything has happened to them.
Yeah.
They got caught in the
Number 3
crossfire.
don't look like something.
I'm leaning a little bit more towards 4 now. He just looks like he would catch himself in some bullshit.
Yeah.
For this next round, they're gonna one by one sit in the hot seat and tell their story. And from there, we're gonna try and decide who's telling the truth and who's lying. All right? Let's start with you, number 1. Make your way to the hot seat. What's your
Okay.
name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name is David. I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
Ooh, it's crime. Crime is there.
I went through a gang initiation, but then
gang?
was not.
Crime is there.
I went through a.
He got them legs crossed talking about gang initiation. You ain't old enough to cross them legs and talk about some gang culture. That's the OGs that they. Let me tell you know what I'm saying? That's them old heads. They cross their legs. You too young to still be cross your legs talking about some gang culture. Well, he does have a lot of blue on, so what he GD folk. He GD folk. Hey, see, he got the blue on.
gang initiation, but then
gang?
was not.
Gang, like
I went
gaining-
through a gang initiation.
Oh, gang.
Yes.
Sexual kind or
No.
okay.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And I was.
Well, did the initiation happen on you, or did you go through an initiation to become part of the gang?
Well, it
get
happened
what I'm
on
saying?
him because he's telling what happened.
No,
to him.
I'm saying did you get jumped into the gang, and that's what you consider, or did somebody do a gang initiation on you, where they gotta either go out and rob somebody, they gotta shoot
I
somebody,
get
you know
what
what I'm
you're
saying?
saying, yeah.
They gotta victimize someone.
Yeah.
That's an initiation you might have to do too.
I was not let into the gang, so I just did the initiation without getting into the gang.
Oh hell no!
No,
You got your ass beat. You voluntary got your ass beat. See. What if you had to get jumped into a gang?
Then I could fight back. I could fight back.
So you would have got jumped into your little auntie gang,
Hell
huh?
yeah. I sure would
You would
have.
have got jumped into your auntie little gang?
What was it, my
True story. It is. True story. But she ain't get it.
Yeah,
So
no,
would you would have?
Mm-hmm.
You would have to. But they bless you in, huh? Y'all didn't know. See a little game, remember? y'all didn't know that.
No, I'm
hey,
not.
shit.
No, I'm not.
Shit, go throw your side up.
You play. That spit on you.
Which game? You in 2 games though.
I'm done. Can you come on?
You in your auntie gang, and you got a little corporate gang you a part of too.
corporate? No. What are you talking about?
You are. You part of organizations.
That is not a. Well.
It is. See, y'all don't know.
That is not.
Hey.
That type. Bro, come on.
Yes, it is.
I didn't.
Y'all got handshakes. Y'all got signs y'all throw up. That's a game. And y'all got colors y'all rock. And y'all got uniform. That's game, bruh.
You are crazy.
Y'all gang since potty train. She don't play her dues though.
That's not. You just got your ass beat. That's
I don't
not.
think it works like that.
That's right.
So you went through the whole initiation.
Yes, sir.
And at the end, they were like, you didn't make the cut.
At the end, they were punking us. They just left.
I think you just got robbed.
So you got jumped in. Mm-hmm. And they just said after jumping you in, you didn't get beat up well enough.
After jumping us in, after the beatdown in the gangway, they led us into a crawl space under a house, and they said, wait here. And they locked the door, and they bounced.
Hold on.
Wait,
Who is us? Because that typically ain't how it works. This sound like that's some fraternity type shit. Not no damn gang. Their initiated might be one, but there ain't no us. I ain't never seen a group of people get put on.
Well, he didn't say how many. He just said us. It could have been me. It could have been him and someone.
But I ain't never seen a group of people get put on at one time.
I want to get this straight.
No.
So
How
gang
many?
members approached you, beat you up, then put you
said,
under a house and said, wait right here.
They were friends. We were building a relationship with them. We went to the high school in the neighborhood, and we got to know them and like working with them.
How long was this, you getting to know them?
I mean, it was like all of freshman year of high school, the first year, probably near the end of that. So we had known them for a year.
Okay.
Built
That's
some
about
trust. They're
time,
like,
though.
yo, do you want in? We were like, yeah. Oh, can I swear? My bad.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah, we were like, they were like, you want in? We were like, yeah, we want to be part of this, you know? And they're like, cool, meet us here on Thursday after school.
So you basically played a violent game of hide and seek.
Yeah, and lost bad.
Is the gang white, gang black?
The gang was Italian.
The gang was Italian.
All right, so that's beyond my scope. It's an Italian gang. I don't know nothing about no Italian gang, so that might be a little different. I thought he was GD, see? He gets up there with the blues on.
up.
GD, folk.
Italian white gang. See, that's a little
That
tough.
makes
I
more
don't know
sense
how
now.
their rules go.
Are you full blood Italian?
Half Sicilian.
Oh, you wasn't never gonna make it.
Not enough.
Yeah, you wasn't
I
going to be
feel
it.
like for this episode, I'm focusing on body language, and I feel like when I lie, I look down a lot. But you were kind of locked in with us. You were very locked in with all of our eyes.
But remember, Audrey, some of these people can be very slick by using a story that's true and just adding a little bit to it. So he maybe did try to join the gang and he actually got in. Because he looks like he
Or it can be a story second hand.
Could be secondhand.
has some affiliate tattoos. I'm
Yeah.
looking at some of the stuff he got. See? Why would he do that,
would he do that?
if he was capping?
Because the reveal of that would be insane. Nah, I made it in.
But you're still friends with them now?
One of them's in jail. The rest of them are probably selling hot dogs in that neighborhood, honestly, and Italian ice.
I mean, they weren't going places.
My only thing right now is that he might be just a really talented actor.
Yeah, because
It's very believable, though, I will
Also,
say.
the Lex Cross of a gang story?
Do you think he going back to the
Tell you
neighborhood
that-
talking about them like this?
Yeah, dude.
No, but he didn't say nothing bad. He just said they steal
He
at
said
the
they work
crib.
at an Italian ice.
That's a very respectable thing in Chicago.
See,
That's
y'all,
a big deal.
y'all are assuming that means something negative. He just saying that they stoop kids. They still just back at the crib.
They're still in the neighborhood, basically.
I'm watching 5, and he's kind of like smiling the whole time, as in like, oh, that's a cute story. Like, he's giving him the look of like,
It's entertaining.
he's giving him this look of,
It's
you know,
just
whenever
entertaining
the
story.
real person is watching other people.
Yeah.
I've seen that look on the show multiple times, and that's the look he's giving him.
No, it's white people are interested to list the like streets. He's like,
They are.
we can join gangs too. Well, Herm, how you feeling as one of our honorary hood? What do you think about this?
Bro,
Honorary.
I honor my friends.
Yeah, this don't give me gang boots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where did you get
This
them?
is like the most expensive thing that I own is these boots.
Yeah, I didn't
God
ask
damn.
about the price.
Okay, let's go. Let's switch.
And I will say on some street culture, but again, it's Italian, so that they are different the way they move, operate. But on some hood nigga vibes, you ain't finna. Well, nowadays you just don't even know. But old school, hell no. Nah.
You ain't about to what?
See no hood with no boots like that. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know what I'm saying? It's Italian. I don't know what they do. But to be honest, I thought Italian still just be, you know what I'm saying, the OG style. You know what I'm saying? They still carry on strong with like theirs opposed to, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays you might see a little you know, I done seen some stuff on the internet when it comes down to the gang culture, you know. They say it be hard out here. They got to do what they got to do. You remember that one video I'm talking about? I'm gonna hit into the one that he was a Crip, but he.
Oh
but
yeah.
He had to become a streetwalker.
I remember. Yeah.
He said, "Man, I already told Big Home."
I remember.
He said, "I got to do what I gotta do."
I said, "Dang, bro."
He out here getting turned out for some money because he broke. Hey, if the gang can't help you out, bro, like, what was the point?
Let's have you stand up. Number 2, you get in the hot seat. All right, number 2. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
I'm Diva. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada originally. I just naturalized on Friday. I'm American now. Scree.
Oh, congrats.
Hey. Okay, Diva from Canada, jumped the border to USA. Got it.
My ex and I hired a gardener off of Nextdoor, and he moved himself into our crawl space.
Wait, what?
Why is everybody talking about crawl spaces?
Wait.
Yeah. That's
Wait.
true.
You hired a gardener to come do work on your garden, and he moved into your attic?
No, our crawl space. So
Crawl
like under
space.
the house.
Yeah.
I've seen this horror movie.
She goes to look, and just all the kids from Taylor Street come out.
Isn't that a movie though? I feel like that's a movie. But also that did happen in real life in one of Mr. Ballin videos. But dude was living in the walls, wasn't he? In the Mr. Ballin video, when he living in the walls and he ended up coming out and killing somebody. I hate when she do that, y'all.
I remember.
That's what it be when she do that shit.
But when I say I don't remember, you get mad. I'm like, I don't remember.
Just say you don't remember. I prefer
But
that.
that's me. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that sounds interesting, but I can't remember.
Damn, it was this dude, little boy. He was like 19 or something. He was obsessed with the daughter or something. I'm dead.
What just happened?
It's number 1, David.
It's been 5 years.
Oh my God.
Walk us through the day of him coming and everything.
Okay, so we had him as a gardener for a while, and he was coming
What's a while?
like, I'd say maybe 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
They got money. You got money.
This is my ex's money.
Oh. Bro, you should have stayed with him.
Fumbled the ex with the money.
Fumbled the bag.
So we hired him, and he would come like once a week at first. And then we started like seeing him on days that he wasn't supposed to be there. We're like, hey, like, what's up? And he's like, well, I had some other stuff I wanted to do, and I was in the neighborhood. I was at a house nearby, and we're like, okay, weird. And simultaneously in the house, we were hearing noises that like were unexplained.
Oh, so you thought it was like haunted, but it was...
Yeah, like, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with the pipes.
Just walk out butt naked with a toothbrush.
What?
Sorry. That was
fantasy.
What happened was we let our dog out, and it ran around the side of the house where the entrance to the crawl space is. Like, it's a little hatch thing.
In the backyard?
In the backyard, yeah. Well, out the back, around the side of the house. And he was barking a bunch.
Yeah.
And so we're like, what's going on? Is there a coyote or something? So we go around, and the hatch is open.
Oh, man.
And the dog is barking.
No.
Why you keep saying no? You don't believe it?
Oh, I'm
She's
scared.
in the story. It's called active listening.
Yeah.
It's called being fucking rude. That's what it's called.
We look in, and there's the guy, and he's just sitting there on a dirty mattress. looking at the dog, looking at us.
Have y'all ever been in y'all crawl space before this?
Why would I be in there?
Because it's part of y'all house.
To look for
I didn't know that it was there.
What you mean?
And also, don't you have to look for gang members under the CrossFit? Like
For the initiations, yeah. Really common in Silver Lake. No, we actually have MS-13. Never mind.
Ooh, y'all wildin'.
And so I scream, like, what the f are you doing in there? Get the f out, right?
Actress.
Yeah,
Yeah, when she did that, they gave straight actress vibe. But this also gives me a movie vibe, or like I said,
I didn't like the story.
But it's
yeah.
movie. It's movie. It's television. It's not real.
Yeah.
You think that?
I mean, that is real. It is real.
True.
It is real.
Most things that like as movie and television are based off of are real events.
I know somebody who used to stay under the house.
He starts going, no, I'm so sorry.
What?
I know somebody who used to like crawl under the house to sleep. It was back in the day. I showed you where my grandma stayed at, right?
Yeah.
Back then. And it was a house, like literally like her driveway, and it's a house right there. And it was a house like right there. But this dude, he used to crawl under there. He was homeless, but he used to crawl underneath the house to like sleep at night and stuff like that.
I think that's dangerous though.
No. He was sweet though.
Actress.
He starts going,
Last person I heard run up on the house, he was trying to hide from the police.
no, I'm so sorry.
True
I'm so
story.
Sorry. My wife kicked me out. He had this whole story about his wife kicking him out. He needed somewhere to stay. He would garden for free.
Did he bring the mattress in there, or was it just a
Yeah,
mattress
he
in the
did.
crawl space?
It was like a futon.
Was this guy's name Herman Rice?
That's your one.
That's your one. Let me know when you're ready. I got a note card of Herman jokes.
We found this on the floor earlier today. It is Herm's handwriting, and it has 4 jokes about Aaron.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, we will read them.
I'm gonna give you one just for that. But start that. Hey,
You gonna give him one?
Give him one.
hey, why Aaron always looks surprised?
It's not a bad thing.
That's the softest one on there.
That's the softest
Yeah, I got
one.
a few more I
We'll
want to
give you
throw
more
out
throughout
there.
the episode.
Can we start cooking her? Because I have
Go
so
ahead,
many
go ahead.
discrepancies
Yeah,
with
good.
this story, bro.
Go ahead.
Well, just answer me this. How long do you think he was there?
I think he was there for maybe 3 weeks.
Whoa. So you saying that this dog you have that you let out every single day?
Good point.
The fact that she told the story and felt the need to do the scream that she did in the moment, that was giving actress.
And when she did it, I felt like she was trying to like put on
emotion.
She was trying to sell
emotion.
it.
She got very emotional.
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't have
would.
casted her.
Or do you usually tell stories like that though?
Yeah.
Like you like.
Audrey, stop giving her the white woman pass.
Wow.
She's acting.
Audrey's like, I see myself in her.
You didn't smell him at all. He ain't showering the place, nothing. He just managed to.
He didn't. No, he wasn't like a stinky homeless man. Like
My question is, okay, he in your
That's a little
place, you don't
disrespectful,
ever
stinky
catch him
homeless man.
shower. He's there 3 weeks, and the dog never senses him for 3 weeks.
no, because he would come in super late at night.
People call the police when Mexican people is in the neighborhood of Silver Lake.
Wait,
so
she
the
didn't
fact
say
She didn't say.
what she say he was?
She didn't say. You assumed. I mean,
He assumed because she said the gardener, and 9 times out of 10, who be the gardener though?
but she didn't
It'd
say
be a Mexican
so
man
I'm not
though.
going to assume.
I ain't gonna assume though, cause I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never seen an African. I ain't never seen an African gardener. You sometimes you see a white man, sometimes you'll see a black man, but majority of the time, I ain't gonna lie, them Hispanics be cutting though, don't they? I always compare this area and the other area. I be like, man, them Mexicans be cutting, man. We got these white folks out here cutting, leaving skills, bro.
They do be leaving skips in the grass. I be like, bro. I don't know, yo.
I don't even know if they Mexican because I'm gonna just say Hispanic. Cause I don't want.
Yeah, just say. Yeah,
I'm gonna just say the Hispanics that be cutting the other areas.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah.
They do it fun, and it be women.
Yeah.
One time I was walking over there,
I seen a woman,
and the woman
yeah.
when she was on the moor, I said, "Look at her, she doing the damn thing." But we got these white men, and y'all ain't doing a goddamn thing around here. Got to be skipping, don't know how to trim a hedge bush,
Don't be. I'd be so mad. I'm like,
That's the reason why we assume.
I did not say that. He was literally white. Wow.
What the hell?
Wait, can we just?
She lying like a motherfucker.
he was literally white.
No one specified the race.
We felt bad for him. We just told him to get the f out, never come back.
Did he come back and do the gardening again?
No, he was fired.
No.
Why wouldn't you report that? He could be in somebody else's crawl space right now.
Listen, guys.
He's not. He's right here. She lost me at the emotional, like screaming.
Yeah.
And you also scratched your ear a bunch. I noticed, which I don't know if it's one of your telltale, but I noticed it. And you gave too many details. Too many details.
Too much. Too much.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna wrap you. Thank you, number 2.
There's too many details in the song.
She is.
I was entertained.
Number 3.
This is my victim. Let's go.
I don't know if it's clap. That's
I-
crazy.
That was
That's
crazy.
crazy. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name's Howie. I'm from Orange County.
Yeah, it was him.
So one time, I got catfish on Tinder.
Come on.
It's him.
Come on.
It's
huh?
him. It's him. I can see somebody doing that to him.
Yes, Howie. Howie. That's like a victim name. Howie.
Bro, Howie's the
Think
one.
about it. You did that to Howie. How he get me like that?
And the person robbed me
Robbed you.
at our first meet.
So you meet up with this person.
Now, that happened in one of the body cam videos. That little boy.
Little boy.
The little teenager. You remember he met somebody. What's the gay app? Grinder. He met him on Grinder. Remember he brought the dude. They met up in the car. They ended up having, you know what I'm saying, whatever they had. And then he tried to steal the main car.
Oh, yeah.
The one that broke into the
woman.
the old
elderly
woman.
Yeah,
killed her and then ended up.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Sick case.
Y'all be
very,
careful out
very
here on
sick
these apps.
That boy, he had a lot of problems. I ain't no way I'm with a corpse. Old 90-year-old woman too. That was sick, bro.
And where you meet up with him?
At a park near my house. I was dumb.
Howie.
And when you get there, how do you identify them? Because you don't know what they look like. So what happens when you get to the park?
No one was there. He's the only one there.
I'm calling Cap.
Hold on. I'm
calling
hold
Cap.
on. You get to the park, then what happens?
A person walked to me. You Howie? I was like, yes. Who are you? And then he pulled a knife on me. He said he has a knife, but I don't know if that's true.
And then what did he grab from you?
I only have my phone.
So he was behind you with a knife?
He was behind me.
I think if it was your idea to meet him.
I was 17.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's let him finish. So he's like, turn around, and then what happens then?
He asked, give me your wallet, give me your phone.
And then what do?
He ran away.
So you gave him your wallet and phone. He runs away.
Yes.
What do you do next?
I walked home because it's not far from my home, and I told my parents, and we called the cops. He was arrested.
He was arrested?
His name was Robbie.
Oh.
Damn.
Robbie and Howie?
Well,
How'd you
know his name?
That's not real. Robbie and Howie?
How did the police find him?
They looked at the CCTV at the park.
Oh. Wait.
CCTV at the park?
At the park? What park?
They do be.
Hold on. How old are you now?
Cerritos Park is.
Yeah, they
Cerritos Park?
Yeah, they have it around.
Yeah, I think
the
they
park.
have to for like.
Especially in Orange County.
Yeah, I was about to say
which
it's
is a
Orange
really
County,
nice
so I can see that.
Did you get your stuff back?
No.
You didn't get your stuff back?
No.
Wow.
I don't know.
When did they
I
catch
don't
him?
know about this story.
The same night.
They called him the same night and you didn't get your stuff back.
My parents told me that's not important as long as I'm safe.
That's good.
So I didn't really care like what's there.
So the photo that they used of this woman, they must have just gotten from the internet. Were you able to ever contact the woman of the real photo?
I don't know who she is.
Well, you're in luck, Howie, because this is an actual Guess the Victim episode.
Yeah.
Bring her out!
How old are you now? What's the age gap? Is there has it been a long time since it? So maybe.
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago? 5 years ago? Yeah, there'd be no one there. It was COVID 2020.
Clock that. Which is true. Nobody was able to go to the parks and stuff 5 years ago. 2020. Lockdown.
But he did say that he was the only one there.
You're not even finna go meet up at the park because you can meet up in public. Police and stuff was, they were secure. Bro, most parks and stuff, they have everything like.
I didn't go. I never went to. I never during that time. I didn't.
They had places like that, like caution off, and you couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Just to prevent people from like gathering and stuff.
Yeah, that's a lie. At the park, COVID.
You put a little lemon juice in it.
Let's go! Let's go, Audrey!
Get the out of the chair.
I'm confused though.
That also could be why they met in a park.
It actually doesn't help that much at all.
I'm so confused to why y'all did that.
It helps you because no one was in the park, right?
Well, we're acting like we just figured something out.
We did it actually.
But it felt good.
That was just a good observation.
Me and Howie looking at each other like, what does that mean? I think the less details he's adding to the story is making it more believable.
Yeah.
It was almost.
No, he added to me too many details. Robbie, the person named Robbie, and all this stuff, and
it's like they were trying to convince us.
Who named the child Robbie?
Diva was screaming, bro.
And I could see him.
You would know his name is Robert.
I could see him getting Tinder swindled.
100%. I can see it.
All right, you can get back in the lineup. Well done, Howie. All right, number 4, get in the hot seat. If you made it this far, let us know your thoughts on Howie. Also, make sure you like the video. All right. Number 4.
What's up?
What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name's Darren. I'm from South Florida.
Darren.
I believe it. South Florida?
And when I was in Amsterdam, I got scammed into paying $200 to go to a fake Van Gogh museum.
What?
Oh man.
What?
Artsy, I like it.
Hold on. Wait. First of all, that's the lamest crime of the day.
So I'm 19. I'm studying abroad in London, go to Amsterdam. I'm with a friend. We're outside the Anne Frank house.
Okay.
I'm wearing my college's shirt, University of Florida. And while we're in line, some dude.
Oh, you basically told them you were a visitor, bro. Like, don't ever do that.
Comes up to us and he's like, University of Florida. And we're like, yeah. And he's like, go Gators. And we're like, go Gators. So he starts talking to us. And he's like, what do you want to do when you're here in Amsterdam? We're like, we're going to go to the Anne Frank house. We're going to go to the Van Gogh Museum. Yeah. And he was like, great, I'm a tour guide. I can sell you like tickets to get in that's cheaper than the actual museum. And we get to this place that had like signage that looked real. And we go inside and it was just like a normal looking art gallery. And it had just like posters of Van Gogh paintings in frames.
Okay, and once you get into this place, where is this guy at this point?
He was still at the place because he had this like storefront that was like a tourism.
By the Anne Frank line.
Like, yeah.
So you go into the gallery, he stays at the line. You realize you've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
Now what?
We're like, I'm like 19, so I don't have the balls to like go up to this guy and like confront him to try to get my money.
That's when you had the balls to go up and confront somebody.
But I guess since he's like in a whole different,
Man, fuck that. I'm 19. I'm like,
took
big
$200.
Big kahuna, big balls. What's up? Give me my fucking money. I got big balls bigger than baseballs.
I'm done.
But no, you said what though?
I have no clue. I have no clue. You be throwing me off.
I would have had to go back, bro.
To get my $200 is a lot. I need my money.
At 19, that's a lot.
At 19, give me my money.
Yeah. I'm finna fight your ass. In Amsterdam?
I ain't gonna fight nobody.
Amsterdam, you know they be high and drunk and shit. It's Amsterdam.
Everything don't have to be violent.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't.
Yeah, when you stole $200 from me, yes, it does.
I believe this.
Yeah, I believe it because 200. It's not. It is. I mean, to me, it'll.
Hey, goddamn.
200 for me. Listen, 200, but it's not.
All the people she owed money to ran through her mind. She goes, let me stop.
But also, just speaking as somebody who travels, tourism is a finesse in most countries.
Facts.
So there are guys who prey on tourists.
Yeah.
And they pretend to be tour guides and Sometimes it does work out. You get some nice excursions, but it is pretty typical to finesse tourists for something like this. It doesn't seem like a victimship that is uncommon.
You said you went to the University of Florida?
Sure did. Go Gators, yeah.
Who was the best quarterback you ever had?
While I was there,
just overall.
Tim Tebow.
He didn't make it to the NFL.
And so tell me this guy.
Right?
We sent you to a place where they had the pictures on the wall?
Yeah, they were in like black
They set up a
frames.
fake gallery.
That's what I'm saying. They set up a fake gallery?
With all the money they're making, it's a full-blown business. I hope they're doing their
Because
taxes
he's
properly.
lying, but he's not. He's
Right.
like, I can take you to see some Van Gogh.
He didn't specify which Van Gogh.
That's the finesse.
Yeah,
It didn't say the Van Gogh Museum. It said the Van Gogh Exhibition.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a great business model.
They snap.
It's a fantastic business model.
He said, we about to get in a van and go. See some art. Y'all down? Did you go other than for the Anne Frank house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you shouldn't have been
That's supposed to help you figure it out.
It wasn't. I just want to make sure he had a good time. He didn't get to go see Anne Frank.
I know what he was trying to do.
He said, oh, I did it.
My man got his face turning red now.
Let's say I was playing this game, right? And I was really good. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Find a simple ass, extremely believable crime.
Yeah.
Versus making up some obvious bullshit about some white Hispanic gardener under my house.
Yeah.
You know
The
what I'm
museum
saying?
was under the crawl space. I had to crawl
like
down
in
to
the
it.
There you go, Darren.
I got my bag stolen in Jamaica and went all over the island trying to find it.
But you're also Herm.
Yeah, you a certified hood nigga. Like we.
No, I'm not. No, wait,
He
what?
said, no, I'm not. And he
Amsterdam.
still went to the museum. He still went to the museum. So what are you gonna say? Hey, I went to a museum that was the museum, but it wasn't the museum.
Yeah, like what do you? What's the resolution?
Museum?
Museum?
Museum.
Now I'm saying it different because you're making me
Wait,
nervous.
say it again.
Museum.
Museum.
No, hold on. No,
Museum.
let her say it. How do you? One more time.
Museum
No, we got it. Let's step back for a second.
Museum.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
You know.
What was that?
Isn't it museum? Are we tripping or is she tripping?
She said,
I ain't gonna lie, when
Wait,
she
let
was,
me see. He said she's saying it. What?
when she was the way she was saying it, I was like, it's,
No,
Am I tripping?
You know.
What was that?
Isn't it museum? Are we tripping or is she tripping?
she's
He's
saying it
tripping.
weird.
Okay.
Hold on, write it down.
Number 2, I believed in you.
Darren, thank you so much. Appreciate
How
it.
was she saying it? Museum.
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 It's museum.
Museum.
How you say it?
Museum. But I'm also country, so no matter how I say it, probably sound weird to someone here. Thanks.
Thank you, man. Before we move on to number 5, this feels like a great time to get an Aaron joke in.
Aaron need.
So, let's see. What do I want to talk about? The fact that I'm on this show with these specific people was one of the coolest things in the world. I love the positivity that it brings into my life. I love the creative aspect of this show. And I really am just thankful. I'm thankful every single day that I get to wake up and I get to be able to come here on set with you guys.
Oh.
And so with all that being said, we should probably continue. The game is running slow on time.
Time. All right.
The button gone.
You broke the freaking button!
Why would you throw it?
Episode 1.
First time I used the button, he broke the button!
And with that being said, Aaron need bigger airbags because he got a big head.
All right, number 5, make your way to the hot seat. All right, number 5, last story of the day. If you made it this far, you made it this far. What is your name? Where are you from? And what crime were you a victim of?
My name's Rob. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a victim of a homeless naked lady breaking into my home and stealing my stuff.
What was his name again?
Rob from Chicago.
I already knew
Homeless
that.
naked
I already
lady.
knew. I know.
I'm from Chicago, and I'm a victim of a homeless naked lady breaking into my home and stealing my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
I have so many questions.
That is some. What part of Chicago? Did
This
happen
happened in
Chicago?
Santa Barbara.
So a naked lady, how old would you say?
45 to 55.
Oh,
somewhere in there.
wow.
What? So she was bad.
She was bad.
I don't think the bad, y'all version of bad is this.
Right.
I
We
think
talking
he's,
about the same thing.
you
talking about the same thing.
how, you
I
say
don't want to say what kind of bad I'm thinking.
Ooh, we talking about the same thing.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a partner?
Yeah, I was living with a girlfriend in Santa Barbara when this happened.
Was your girlfriend there?
We were out of town.
Oh.
Well, hold on. You was out of town? How do you know she was naked?
Yeah.
We were out of town and we had a dog Furbo camera in the living room that recorded all this. So I have footage of a naked homeless
Let me see the footage.
No. So your dog, you just left your dog and went out of town?
The dog, Wrigley, came with us.
No, he said he got the camera.
That Wrigley in there?
It's a dog camera.
It's a camera.
Denny. I think it's just set up in the house.
I know that, Herm. I'm trying to finesse him,
Oh,
buddy.
okay.
I'm sorry.
He's trying to throw him off.
Are we on
Well,
the
we was a
same
little
page?
confused.
That's my bad. I that's just
That's my bad
No,
too.
brother, I'm never confused. I'm always on the right track.
All right. Okay, Dr. Umar.
So when she entered the home, did she say anything?
No, she was pretty quiet, but the way we got notified was we were out of town and cops called my phone because what she stole, there was document, like I had bills on the table and.
You telling me a homeless lady stole bills?
Yeah.
She stole more
It gets
problems?
crazier what she stole.
Let him cook.
She didn't even steal anything of value. She left the place with Peloton shoes on, with no Peloton.
Oh, wow.
A tandem yellow bicycle with flat tires and a backpack full of just the most random my girlfriend and I had in
Sound like a crackhead.
our place.
Rob, you live in an apartment or a house?
We were renting a little house in Santa Barbara.
Nice, would you call it white neighborhood?
Nice little white neighborhood in Santa Barbara.
And what do we know about white neighborhoods,
They're
Denny?
well policed.
Thank you.
Neighborhood watch, perhaps?
Thank you.
You mean to tell me this butt-naked homeless woman
Yes.
just walking around?
We don't know if she's homeless.
Gallivant.
I'd say this: we live
Well,
in
he
a
said she was homeless.
we live in a nice white suburban neighborhood. Is it well policed? Police?
No, not police. No.
But
Do we have like
every house got a security system.
Like
But I don't want buy a security system, so like Ring camera. There's a camera. Somebody got Ring camera doorbell. Almost every house. Some people got cameras all outsides, all corners. We used to have cameras right there on the entrance of the
Yeah, they took
community.
those down.
They took those down, like license plate readers.
Yeah,
we used to like it ain't well policed, but it's
you
well
have
secured.
people stay in the area that may be on the forest, but not well
Yeah,
policed.
Not well policed.
Like they riding around and.
But I will
checking
say
and making sure
this:
everything-
here, especially by us, most neighborhoods are very suburban. Like it's heavy. Majority of
But
houses.
stuff goes on everywhere, no matter where you stay at. So
I'm just saying the average home here is about in the area where we stay is like $550 and up. You know what I'm saying? And that's side panel homes, so $550 and up. Brick homes gonna be $900,000 and up.
Already said she was
Oh,
homeless.
you said she's homeless?
Yeah, that's how we started.
Okay, go
Hey,
ahead.
Kev, are you cooking or am I cooking?
You're cooking.
So,
Let me
this
see the
homeless
ingredients.
woman just running around your nice white neighborhood in Santa Barbara.
But I will say this: let it be a homeless white lady break into somebody's house here. First thing they're gonna say is cop on that damn Ring app. Did anyone see that naked lately?
they be on that app. They be on the Ring app tripping, bro. They be on the trolling. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? People really like.
And you mean to tell me nobody called the police?
That doesn't make sense.
Not a Karen
That
in
makes
sight.
no sense, bro. Butt naked?
True.
No way, bro.
That's why I was upset though. Like my neighbors, I thought we were friends.
That's my point. I know.
But she became naked in my place. To be fair, she had clothes on.
That's
she took her
not
clothes
how
off in my place.
That's
The
not
story
how you
keeps
started.
switching.
Change it up, though. You said a naked homeless
There
lady
you
broke
go.
into your house.
keeps switching.
You didn't
Not
say-
she broke into my house
The
and
naked
got
part's
naked.
just ingrained in my brain.
Hey, Rob, hold this
that'll
for me.
be- Oh,
Cap, can't even catch it.
He can't even catch it. He capping so much.
Cap.
I'm like that. Question for you,
Thor.
Rob.
Captain
What's the
Africa.
dog's name again? Wrigley? So you live with Wrigley. What happened?
He said Captain Africa. Isn't that just the Black Panther?
No,
It's already
Hey,
happened.
we got subsets.
No.
This is Captain Senegal.
What's his power?
Herman's actually correct because Wakanda is isolated. They don't show.
Oh my
God.
God!
You know what?
He's right. He's actually right.
This man can count up some money.
Yeah, he can.
He can
You
count
can count
up
some money,
There you
and you
go.
can smell the DNA on each bill. That's crazy. He's 50 feet away.
I'm done.
Check the crawl space.
I forgot my f***ing question. Hey, Aaron, you pick up the dirt.
I'm so
It's
done
gonna
with
be a
it.
storm brewing.
What was I?
Butt naked.
You leave with Wrigley, your dog. So why is your turbo camera on?
I would keep it on still.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
gonna
just keep
my
it
camera
on.
on. Like if it's catching stuff like this, it's a camera inside the house.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
keep it
yeah.
on. Especially if I'm out of town.
Yeah, thinking with my rounds.
I know you.
You only leave that on when you leave your dog at the house. I used to have one of those.
Yeah, we kept it on 24/7.
Why?
Just plugged in.
No, you know you.
It's a security camera. Like my sister. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My sister got cameras everywhere in her crib. I'll be like, y'all a little psychotic in this bitch.
Oh, paranoid.
Bruh, no matter how big the house is, she gonna have that bitch laced with fucking cameras all in there.
Outside, inside.
And ain't catching nobody but her son sneaking into the fridge late at night.
Hold on. I got a better one. Where is it located?
Next to my TV on a mantle. We have like a little fireplace on the mantle there.
In the living room.
Yeah.
So you have a 24/7 camera in your living room recording everything y'all do.
Do you unplug your TV?
My
when you
TV
leave
isn't
home?
recording me all day.
Yeah, and also
I used to have a Furbo, and we wouldn't use it because if you're walking around the house, maybe in your underwear, you don't want that in the Furbo. Someone could hack your.
Yeah.
So whenever we leave, we would turn. You know what I mean?
Dude, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, you didn't think of that. What time of day did this happen?
I'm not. She must have broken in sometime in the morning.
Don't they have that recorded on the damn app?
How you don't remember? How many times did you rewatch your naked
You would know
footage?
that.
And can you send it to me?
20 times or so.
20 times?
Wait, so
I
listen,
believe him.
So listen, wait, no, time out. He watched the naked footage 20 times, but couldn't tell us immediately what time it happened.
That's a good point, Herb.
How long ago
So you
was
know
it?
all the good.
That's a good point, Herb.
Do you know we do this for a living?
And 5 years ago was COVID.
You guys are good. You guys are good.
Number 5, you can get back in line. If you
But
made
stuff
it
like
this far,
that
put in your
happens,
guess.
though.
Don't.
Stuff
Things
like that happens
happen.
a lot.
But
Especially someone that may be like, how on
But
something.
I will
or-
say this: the part that makes me question him is the fact that he didn't know what time of day it happened. You wouldn't know that. Me, I could. When my car got broken in, I could tell you what time of day it was. I probably could pinpoint around what time it was. Like, cause I could still vividly remember me panicking at the moment. I just went grocery shopping, had to wait on the police to get there. I'm like, this motherfucker really? And then the manager of the Kroger came out and was talking to me. We was trying to see if it was caught on camera, but I parked too far away from because I was one of those, I'm gonna park away from the store, you know what I'm saying? And it was too far away. And that's how I found out, y'all camera systems at most of these places suck ass. But yeah, like I remember a lot of detail. It was warm. Now, what time of year? I can't 100% remember that part. But the sun was out. I had went to school. It was probably between 2 and 3 o'clock when it happened. Because I got done with classes and I had went grocery shopping before I went to work.
Well, you know, so many things with you will help you remember, like the timing and stuff like that.
You remember that.
But you said you watched it 20 times. Are you saying like you can't remember? You don't really know what time she broke in, but you could possibly say because it's inside the house.
See if sun was coming into the house or not. You know when it looks dark in your home and when it looks light in your home.
I would have liked to know like how long ago it was that
Unless
it happened.
they home look like ours downstairs.
Really dark, so everything will look like nighttime or whatever.
Yeah, it could be
Unless I have the blinds open.
midday and it still look like it's 10 p.m. at night.
Cheat. I see y'all cheating and then putting your answers, okay? Also, guys, by the way, brand new rule this season, which I've talked about this in the past, but every episode, we all get a veto. And here's how this works. If we all decide on something, you're allowed to veto the whole panel.
Wow.
And say, no, I'm vetoing it. I'm picking this person.
Ooh.
If you get it right, you get to keep your veto for the rest of the year. If you get it wrong, you lose your veto for the whole of 2025.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that
It is, man.
So we're thinking Diva out. You're not 100%, but
it's okay though.
We're good with Rob.
Rob for sure. I'm for sure on Rob.
Which one is Gangland?
Gangland is David.
Gangland is one.
David.
Y'all, how y'all feel about Gangland?
That was a pretty
I wouldn't get him out right away.
He's a pretty believable
we'll
story.
come back to it.
Yeah, he ain't out right away.
I'm not necessarily throwing Howie out.
Same.
I'm not
I'm not throwing Howie out.
I'm throwing Howie out.
Look at those kind eyes of his.
What about Darren? Darren's got the Amsterdam story.
Darren got the most believable
The most
story.
believable story. My top votes are Howie and Darren. Howie was in the chair and it looked like he was embarrassed at the fact that he got catfished. It was like fucking him up. And then Darren's story was just the most common crime. Like if they're casting for people who were victims of a crime,
It's one of them too.
that crime of a tourist, that feels like something you would submit for.
It's very generic.
It's very generic.
Okay.
Victimhood
If you
has
make
no
up a-
face.
That's a really good
The
point.
one
Daddy.
clap.
But if I was to put a face on it, it would be Howie.
Are you making up a story about getting bamboozled as a tourist in Amsterdam? That's lame as. You're coming up with a story of
basic.
someone in your cross space,
Yeah.
a gang story, a naked woman scavenging through your apartment.
Naked
Like those to me are the stories that are kind of like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going with the boring stories, the catfishing and the idiot.
I still have a lot of faith in David. That story was executed very well. Whether or not he is the victim or not, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Because I really, truthfully am stumped regardless.
You are missing it, dude.
You missing it,
You
bro.
just gave him props on how good of a job he did.
I said either way.
Hold
regardless.
on.
Listen.
You just said, yo, even if it's fake, you did such a good job telling that story.
Yeah.
And he gave you like thank you so much.
Appreciate you,
That's
bro.
the actor who's just like, hey, thank you, man. I was
Appreciate,
trying
bro.
my best.
He has a British accent.
You're out, bro. You're crunk.
Can we have a moment to hear from Audrey? She usually be right on these.
That's true.
Is that true?
No, but I want to make it
I was like, no,
I think if I had to go, I'd think number 4 for sure. That's what I would think. I think it's the most simple. Sometimes the simplest stories are the realest ones.
Yeah. There's not a lot of holes in that story.
Not a lot of holes.
Let's just vote. What's your vote?
I'm going 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right. Aaron?
What you
We
want to give your
going
vote?
like, okay, I'm gonna let you choose
There's the
because I was.
realest ones.
Oh, hold on.
There's
I
not a
thought
lot
we
of
were gonna
holes in
just.
that story.
Not a lot of holes.
Let's just vote.
Yeah.
Because David, number one.
Now you normally get them right.
David, number one, the gang initiation thing.
Just
It's
how-
just,
it's just-
everything was like cool up until like putting you underneath the house. What we doing that for? It
That
just
part-
leave like
that
that
part
was
didn't make
weird to me. Regardless of whatever gang it is, it's just weird to me. So I was like, no. David with Diva. Hers was very theatrical for me.
Hers very movie script.
Yeah, it just wasn't doing. Howie, the only reason I don't believe his is because I'm like, for them to catch him so fast, you said they caught him the same day. Like later that night. How? Yeah. Like.
He said security camera. They got him on
but
CCTV.
How?
But that's too fast.
It's just super. Like, I understand maybe a couple days later, like, hey, we caught the guy. We was able to whatever. He ended up doing it to someone. Like something like that. You know, but it was just too quick for me. And then for you to not get your belongings back.
Typically, I would have caught him with the belongings
at least own
on
him. You know, just nothing. You didn't really care about it because it didn't really happen.
Yeah. Was the item really worth stealing if you didn't care about it? Also, 100%, if I catch you at the park, right, and I'm robbing you at the park, this is how my mind thinks. It's at night. We meeting up at night. Nobody else is around. I'm going to break your phone. You can't contact anyone. If I'm robbing you and I'm taking your keys.
You said you would do it at night, not broad daylight.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, when did how this happen? I thought he said at night.
No, he said they caught him later that night.
No, they said caught him the same. He said the same night, not later that night.
Okay,
same night.
Okay, that's dumb for me. That's dumb to me to be meeting someone for the first time at freaking nighttime. That does not. If he did say that, no, I'm his story fake to me. Even if it did happen to someone he know, it didn't happen to him. I'm just gonna rule it out.
But I'm just saying, like, I would have, like, you wouldn't been able to get in contact with your parents. You would have had to leave walking.
He did say
he said.
They said, how did you? He said, I walked back home, told my parents, and we called the police.
So the question is, how far away from home were you?
He said he didn't stay too far. He said that he literally the park was like within the neighborhood.
I'm not meeting you in the neighborhood.
So even with that, I'm going with either 4 or 5. So I'm happy with either one, 4 or 5. Those are only 2, because 5 stuff like that happens a lot.
But the only problem with 5 to me is the fact that you can't remember the time of day.
I can tell you so many stories about stuff that happened.
I can tell you the time of day.
But some of them I will not be able to remember the exact time.
No, the time of day as far as where they happened in the morning. We ain't asked you.
He did. He said, I think
did.
No,
he
my
didn't.
memory bad anyway,
No, he didn't.
so I would be like, I just know that it
He
was
never even
daytime.
got it out because he had to think. He was trying to think of a lie to even say on that one, number 5. He can't even give
So
you a
I'm
time
gonna say
of day.
4 or 5. I'm happy with either one.
Cause you like if you got robbed, somebody broke into your house, you like it happened in the daytime. Cause also there would be a police report. Cause he said he called the police. He said his neighbors didn't call the police, but he called.
Right.
Cause he called. So there would have been a police report. And you would know the time of day.
Okay, who you going with?
What's your vote?
I'm going 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right. Aaron?
4 did sound true to the point where he said he didn't go back and get $200. He was like, I was 19. Well, I will say this: some 19-year-olds are no disrespect, are softer than others, and some are not confrontational. And so if they get scammed out of $200, sometimes they're like, I'm gonna just take the $200 hit. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason, like,
especially if you was already doing other illegal things, activities, like they said, red light district, you might was smoking your weed, you might be doing some alcohol at 19. You don't want to call mom and dad and be like, you know what I'm saying?
And the only other thing with the number 4 is that the fact that the dude is in a whole other location trying to sell you some to go to this other location, to this museum. He stays back wherever y'all met, him, and y'all just randomly giving somebody $200. Hey, it's over here. You going? Like, at least go with me. At least take me, show me. Like, I'm not giving nobody $200.
That's like scalpers. That's scalpers, though. And some people don't give a fuck. They'll buy fake tickets off somebody, and then they get to the thing, and they like, oh, shit, the tickets don't work.
Yeah, I know that, but...
And the scalper don't walk with them to the thing. They just...
It's just something about 4 that don't sit well with me. But
all of them got holes in them.
Everything got holes in it, so I don't know.
Aaron, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go 1.
Audrey?
Yeah, 4.
4? Danny?
Based on the facts presented, 4 does seem like the obvious choice.
Judge.
But based on my heart, I'm gonna go with Howie.
Because I think it's Howie too.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, Kev.
So that you're the only one who has an odd vote out.
Well, you have to pick a side, brother.
Me. Come with me.
I'm going with Audrey.
Yeah!
Number 4?
Oh, shoot.
Black History Month. This how he acting.
That's crazy. I haven't think about
This
that.
episode is not coming out. This is coming out.
No, it's coming out. This is live, my boy. Live right now.
Crazy.
All right, we went to number 4. Darren as the real victim of a crime. Will the real person who was the victim of a crime take a step forward?
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. No.
I am so sorry for everything we said to you.
I'm sorry that woman ran naked through your house.
I'm not sorry. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, true story.
Wait, hold on. So you did watch it 20 times.
You watched the video
20 times.
You freaking freak.
Send it to me.
So, Rob, everything you said was real.
Yeah.
From the naked lady.
You know what? One thing they should have asked with the naked lady situation, was she older or younger? He watched the video 20 times. He'll be at, like, you'll be like, the
He
titties.
said the age range in the beginning.
So you watching it 20 times?
Yes.
Dude.
And your girl's watching this right now. And she knows you watch
Ex-girl. But yeah, if she sees it, she's ex. I f***ed up not locking the door. Sorry, babe.
You with that homeless lady, huh?
And that's how they always get you, right? Mm-hmm. He said, I fucked up not locking the door. I fucked up and not locking my car door. He didn't give that detail. If he had got that detail, I would have been like, yes, that's possible. Damn.
Where is she now? What happened to her?
She did jail time, and I bet she's probably back on the streets in Santa Barbara.
Rob, do you think you'd actually track her down?
Probably.
Rob still got a number.
All right, 200,000 likes, and I'm bringing her on a KL too, all right? That's going to be all the day's work. Get down!
brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we
That's
had nothing, we had to
crazy.
share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel.
David, was anything you said real?
Yeah,
What was real?
a lot of it.
Told you.
Oh wow.
So you used like a real story and kind of changed it? Diva, was anything you said real?
Most of it, yeah. So this happened to a friend of mine, a gardener that she hired that was down on his luck, moved into her crawl space. She started noticing him around a bunch, and he was in fact under there. I did f up by bringing up my real life dog.
Yep, you did.
Howie, was anything you said real?
Everything was fake.
You hurt me. You
I
lied.
knew
Is your name even Howie?
I knew it.
Heather and I came up with the story together.
This why I don't trust.
Heather? Who's Heather? Oh, Zane wrote the story? Captain wrote the story for you?
He don't even know the white girl name.
Captain also isn't
He talking
white.
about me and Heather.
Darren, anything you said real?
I went to Amsterdam, and Tim Tebow is the greatest quarterback in the
I'm done.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said 4 or 5.
But I was leaning more towards 5 because that has happened like before, like back home.
Oh, for real?
Number 4 just didn't feel right to me. Even though stuff like that does happen, it was just something about it that was like, bro, you get somebody just $200, not go get your money back. I'm not about to. I'm going to get my money back.
You gonna get your money back in blood?
I'm like, hey, bro, like I'm at least trying to fight. He probably gone by the time I
True.
go back.
Or I would have
But
told other
I'm gonna-
people, don't give your money to this man. He's
I'm
a
gonna at
scammer.
least try to go back and see and check you. You may not get my money back, but I want you to know like that was messed up or something.
Yeah.
And I don't have to fight you.
But I might be warning others not to give you any money.
or
You
something like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. But anywho,
Yeah. And we said Howie's story just didn't make sense, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then Diva, hers did sound right until she brung in
like
the
her
dog.
story sounded like stuff like that happens. Like
She
I
fucked
said,
up with the dog, though.
and it was just a theatrical, like her just like overdoing it. And I'm like, it could be a real story, maybe just not her story. But yeah, and I still don't think David's is real, even though he said it was. And it may be
The crawl
first dude-
space part don't
It's just
make
the
sense.
crawl space. He said a lot of it was real, but I need to know what wasn't real.
The crawl space.
Yeah.
The crawl space part wasn't
That was
real.
the only thing that threw me off. I was like, I don't know.
But I ain't know Italians be jumping in. I did not know that. They some big motherfuckers. All that damn meat they eat.
Crazy.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Here Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.